Radio Co-op. Not Staples, right? Yeah, not Staples.
Joe, we have a nice 1-minute commercial. We have a nice 1-minute commercial from something called Prep, but I don't even remember what school it was. Do you remember the one we called? We sent an email to today?
The Fairfield Prep.
Yeah, we still have nothing from Mount. But I have a lovely 1-minute spot they sent over on Dropbox, which they could have done the first time, but they didn't.
At least they sent it, though.
They did, and I happened to catch it, thank God, amidst the spam. But I caught it, and there we go.
We never asked them out to send something better.
Right. Well, guess what? We don't have anything better.
We don't have anything, okay.
And by the way, when we play it, it's all just music, so we're just going to find a place to play it. And radio will have to do the best it can, because radio's not going to hear anything, so we'll do it like during a radio break or something, you know? Right now, I got to figure out why we don't hear anything. The phones are turned all the way down. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We are a little on the hot side here today, which is okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hello, 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 hello. That brings in at about -2. If we do it a little louder, it doesn't go any higher. That's good. Do you have a moment to test your headsets too, Joe?
Hello, this is me.
And this is me.
And this is me right over here.
And together, we're us.
Us. All right. It is.
Look at this. They're out already.
They were a little loud in my... Can we turn
well, we could turn this down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mutual agreement thing. One knob fits all. There was something going on about an hour and a half between games. Kevin Hertz and Ringer was like an hour and a half between games. But I don't think so. The clock hasn't started for the countdown to the drop-off, so. Your actual time at the station is very close to what you see here.
So Bishop Jack, not a bird. So let's just call them the co-op. Last name, the titles are your own. We'll continue to
Playing that video only 1 minute long. It's going to go on the radio in the meantime. Going to the video, we're not looking to the radio. There's no cross-pollination. See, radio is going to the one-way connection. Turn it around.
website, Facebook.
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. Dave, am I going to be able to hear the station?
Yeah, we'll take a look at the live.
Because we're about 3 minutes of. What's going to show up?
The picture frame, you just hit the play button and it'll play it. On the website, first view.
Oh, okay.
Instead of going to the news and the commercials, it's going to go right to that. Like we did on Christmas Day.
Well, I didn't see that.
First view.
All right. Well,
You don't have to click a button to get to the live.
I just need to know when I start talk. When should I start? I just need to know when to start talking that we're on the air. Now?
Well, you know, on the radio.
Well, when are we on the radio?
Well, you probably would be. I said 3 minutes before.
I know. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you're on.
Live from the Brother Adelon Arena on the campus of Mount St. Charles Academy in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. It's the Mount St. Charles Holiday Face-Off Tournament on ON AM and FM Radio. Good evening to you. This is Joe Callahan along with Kevin Callahan. This is an 8-team tournament, not 18. We have 2 semifinal games tonight, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and a championship game tomorrow at 4. There are 8 teams that are in this tournament. Fairfield Co-op out of Fairfield, Connecticut. Austin Preparatory School, they're from Reading, Massachusetts.
Oh, no, they're from Nashua, New Hampshire.
Austin Prep.
Oh, Austin Prep. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Continue. Sorry, Joe.
Thank you. That's Kevin butting in. Bishop Girton High School, they're from Nashua, New Hampshire. DeMatha Catholic High School out of Hyattsville, Maryland. Fairfield College Preparatory School, also from Fairfield, Connecticut. LaSalle College High School, Windham, Pennsylvania. St. Joseph's College Prep High School out of Buffalo, New York. Nice of them to get here after all that snow. And, of course, the host school, Mount St. Charles Academy here in Woonsocket. So now we're down to 4 teams after starting with 8. Kevin, how did we get to the 4 teams?
Something great, exciting action yesterday, Joe, and thanks for having me here as well. Bishop Girton, the Cardinals beat DeMatha out of Maryland, as you mentioned, 4-1 yesterday. In the Fairfield Co-op team that we're calling, that's the first 2 teams. They won 3-2 in a shootout after a 5-minute overtime, and then they shoot out and they beat Austin Prep 3-2 officially. It goes down as officially a tie. So 2-2 tie, but the shootout brought them to a 3-2 win. Fairfield Prep, also out of Connecticut, beat LaSalle College Prep 2-1 yesterday. And St. Joseph's Collegiate out of Buffalo beat host Mount St. Charles 6-3 with 4 third-period goals, 2 of them empty netters. So that game was a lot closer than the 6-3 score indicates.
We're getting ready for the puck drop for the 6 o'clock game between Co-op and the Bishop Girton Cardinals. And we'll be back with more high school hockey on ON Radio.
Customers continue to rave about the wonderful experiences they have when they contact Countertops by Superior. One customer had this to say: "We had shopped around for nearly a year before we found Countertops by Superior. From the first visit, we knew this was the place. Great staff, fantastic showroom, quality installation. It's an absolute pleasure to cook in our new kitchen." Another customer had this to say about their bathroom remodel: "From start to finish, my experience with the owner was first rate. The finished product is beyond my expectations, absolutely gorgeous." So if you're considering new countertops for your bathroom or kitchen, you need to stop in to Countertops by Superior 840 Cumberland Hill Road, Woonsocket today and take a look at the incredible variety of stone in the slab room and have the experts at Countertops by Superior guide you through the installation process. They'll be happy to give you a free, no obligation, all-inclusive quote. Visit them online at countertopsbysuperior.com.
The teams have come back out of their after stretching and skating around for a little while. They're at both benches right now. And so this is the first time this tournament's taken place in the last 2 years, Kevin.
Yeah, for the first time since Mr. COVID kind of interrupted things. So by my recollection, this is actually the 25th anniversary, I guess, of this tournament, which began in 1996.
Okay. So we're looking for a good game between Bishop Girton and the co-op team out of Fairfield. Who should be looking for scorers, Kevin?
Well, for Fairfield, they got the main line of the co-op: Alex Malillo, Ryan Flynn, and Owen Gibbons. And we'll get to the Cardinals, who are in green. For those of you that are watching,
yes,
the co-op team's in black and red. We have our first penalty of the game coming up, Joe. Right in the beginning of the game, it's going to be a power play coming up for the co-op team. There's a wrist shot from the point, and that trickles behind the Girton goalie. We'll get all the names and line combinations for you momentarily. Again, so the co-op team skating 6-on-5, and they tie up the puck, and the goalie for the Cardinals, who's already made a save, is Braden King, the junior.
Looks like number 15 for Bishop Girton got the penalty. I didn't see the signal. Did you see the signal?
Yeah, it's going to be a roughing penalty just 28 seconds into the game.
That is Logan Vogel. Got the penalty for Bishop Girton, so it's 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. They do play 15-minute periods in this tournament.
Yes, most of the rules are the same as your NHL rules, with the exception of 15-minute periods instead of 20. And we can touch on other differences as the game goes on. Here's a little wrist shot from the point by the Cardinal as they're trying to set up their power play from the left wing down to the goal line. Out in front, just misconnects, but it is set up wide as they tried to set up the co-op Ryan Flynn that was in front of the net. The line of Flynn, Malillo, and Gibbons accounted for all the goals in the shootout and regulation yesterday.
Wow.
There's a pass to Captain Noah Kingsley on the right side as the co-op team is doing a good job of zone possession here in the early part of the first period and the early part of the power play on the fresh sheet of ice. Shot just wide of the goalie King of the Cardinals. Co-op continues to possess the puck. Great zone time. There's a slap shot from the point wide, and the Cardinals get it, and they were able to clear the puck. Both teams probably looking for a line change. And Joe, interesting about the Mount St. Charles ice, you got the benches on opposite sides. Very old school for the 1963 Adelard Arena.
Well, that's when it was built. That's what they did back then.
Exactly. Slightly different rink dimensions as well. Not used to. If you're used to 200 by 85, you're not going to get it.
No.
And there's a Cardinal breakout, and there's going to be a roughing penalty against the Cardinals, so the power play is going to be taken away, and we're going to skate 4-on-4 as soon as they touch up. Oh, there was a big mistake by the co-op team.
Yeah, the goalie left his net. Thinking the penalty was on the other team.
And here comes the co-op across, and I guess it was not a penalty.
Nope.
He must have been calling a hand pass or a two-line, but it fooled the goalie and it fooled us.
Yes, sure did. There is 10 seconds to go on the power play for the co-op team, who is dominating in this early part of the game, Kevin.
Yeah, they're off to a real good start. Taking advantage of the power play, getting just the one shot on net so far, but controlling the puck in the zone. And there's a shot just wide, not officially a shot on net on King. The co-op goalie, Connor Zavori, has not been tested yet as the penalty is now up. There's 12:25 to go in the first period. No score, just underway in the semifinals of the Holiday Face-Off Classic. And here comes the Cardinal the other way. They break through the zone. Shot and a save by Connor Zavori. And there's the first shot on net.
A little scuffle there behind the net between the two teams, but they're breaking things up right now. More high school hockey. It is the Mount St. Charles Face-Off Tournament on ON Radio.
Any make, any model, Tasker Buick GMC Chevrolet will service your vehicle, whether you bought it there or not. Going on right now at Tasker Buick GMC Chevrolet, oil change and tire rotation, including complimentary multi-point vehicle inspection, car wash and vacuum for $69.95, alignment special $89.95, and full vehicle reconditioning specials inside and out starting at $199. Tasker Buick GMC Chevrolet on Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. You will be satisfied.
Okay, we're back here at Brother Adelot Arena. There was a penalty called on Bishop Girton on number 3, Tim Kiley, for slashing. He's got another 2-minute penalty. That's 2 for Bishop Girton within the first 3 minutes of the game, Kevin.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here to start the game. I did not see the slashing, but the referee was rather adamant about it.
Could have happened after the shot, and it was tied up, and there was a scuffle behind the net.
That's a good point. So on the power play skating, 5 on... I'm sorry, Joe, there were 2 penalties. It's a 4 on 3 out there right now. Actually, it's a 4 on 4. And there's a shot and a goal. Original shot by number 18 for Fairfield Co-op, and that was originally shot by Ryan Flynn, and a score. I believe that was Alex Malillo. See, yes, number 9, Malillo.
All right, that makes it 1-0 in favor of the Co-op team, and that negates the penalty.
Right. So Malillo from Ryan Flynn at the 3-minute and 2-second mark, and the Co-op takes the early 1-0 lead.
Nice open net shot
Yes.
by the Co-op team. Took full advantage of it.
Yeah, big rebound came out and right in front, and Malillo was able to score. Again, the combination of Malillo and Ryan combined for a bunch of goals yesterday. There's a long icing.
Well, I think Bishop Girton forgot they're not trying to kill a penalty anymore, because he flipped it out from basically the top of his circle all the way to the other end. He flipped it. It almost hit the ceiling.
Yes.
It was so high up. Someone's got to remind that player that they are their full team right now.
Yes. Skating 5 on 5 right now with 11:45 to go in the first period. The Co-op leads 1-0, and there's a third shot on net by the Co-op team. As they lead in shots 3-1, lead on the scoreboard 1-0. The Cardinal bringing it back into the offensive zone right now. Again, the Co-op team keeps control of the puck, clears it out. Team's looking for a quick line change. A couple players change off. As the Cardinal avoids the offside, keeps control of the puck, brings it back to center ice, and now the Cardinal tries to jump it in.
Well, it clears it in behind the net, and that changes up the lines just a little bit for Bishop Girton.
Complete the line change that they have. Bishop Girton will be running all 3 lines today. Fairfield Co-op be more of a 2.5 line based on numbers of the team are a little bit low.
Okay.
2-on-1 break if they hustle.
Oh, nice D.
And broke it up at the last second, but there's a shot on net by the Co-op number 11, Owen Schwartz, just a sophomore. And that turned into a quick 3-on-1. There's another shot. And the Cardinals goalie, Braden King, doing a nice job, and we do have an
We have a
injury.
hurt player for the Co-op team. And let's see, well, he's up on his own power. He is bent over. It looks like number 11, Owen Schwartz. He's coming off on the ice on his own power.
Referees allowed a big line change.
That was
there.
number 10, Charlie Swanson, that was hurt.
And here comes another penalty. A little extra celebrating there by Fairfield Co-op. So we're going to have another power play for the Co-op team.
Wow. This is number 11
And it's
for
gonna be
roughing.
holding. Oh, roughing, you're right.
Roughing by Noah Cordero of Bishop Girton. So they're a little Bishop Girton seems to be a little undisciplined, and even the Co-op coach is talking to the referee right now, and he's looking for. He was signaling. There's cross-checking going on out there.
Yes.
So let's please pay attention to that. He keeps signaling it.
Keep signaling it again ahead of trying to get the referee's attention. And so far, the calls have gone against the Co-op team as they will go on there. What's the second power play? Third power play? Third power play of the game already.
We're only 5 minutes into the game.
Yes, not even. So against the Co-op team, controls it back in their own zone. Good positional play by the Co-op. As they call for it in front, they go back to the left wing. Left wing looking to go back to the point. Does not go back behind, as they like to call it, Gretzky's office. And there's a shot and a save by Braden King, the junior goalie, who's been busy early with what I have officially the 6th shot on net.
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
We'll check with Pam
Yeah.
here at the Mount Press Box. She's keeping the official stats.
She is official, yes. But not as to run over and keep talking to her all the time. We'll keep unofficial.
Yes.
Again, good winning all the face-offs in the early going is the co-op team. As they two guys
Cycle
behind.
around.
Yes. And then a little mistake. Puck jumped over there. Gets the puck cleared for Bishop Girton and Cardinals. Get some fresh penalty killers out there. There was a minute 20 to go on the power play for the co-op as they just missed connecting on the pass, and that puck goes all the way down.
That's a shot on net.
That's officially a shot on net. So, how they call it, if the goalie wasn't going to be there, it's a shot on net.
That's
so,
right.
That one trickled all the way down to the co-op goalie, number 31, Connor Zavoy. Still in the early stages of the game with the co-op team from Connecticut leading 1-0 on their third power play. 54 seconds to go on the power play, and the Cardinals doing a much better job positionally of clearing the zone on this power play as they are skating shorthanded.
Well, they're getting so used to it, Kevin. They keep playing shorthanded.
After a while, you just get used to it, and then you go on the offensive, I suppose. I'm sure the coach does not want to continue to play shorthanded. As I talked to Coach Gary Bishop before the game, and that was not one of his goals, was to play shorthanded.
So that puck just gets cleared out by Bishop Girton. As they're going to now try to break out.
Cardinals could not break away. It looked like they were going to try for a 2-on-1 and broke it up nicely by the co-op. And co-op number 20 with a nice wrist shot.
Nice save by Bishop Girton. Got him right in the chest.
Owen Gibbons with a nice wrist shot there.
Yeah, he was going for the far side, but just didn't get far enough over. Hit the Bishop Girton goalie right in the chest. So we have another face-off coming to the left of the Bishop Girton goalie. And 8:39 to go in the first period. Bishop Cardinals, that is co-op, lead the Cardinals 1-0.
Just 15 seconds left on the power play. Not as effective a power play as earlier, but they controlled the puck in the offensive zone. Broken up there by number 5 briefly on the Austin Abbott, second line defenseman.
Nice pass between the legs by the co-op team.
Again, good positional play as the power play is over, and both teams skating 5-on-5 for just the second time this game. Broken them nicely in the neutral zone coming in. There's another shot on that, kind of a soft wrist shot, and a nice save by Braden King.
More of the Mount St. Charles face-off tournament coming up here on ON Radio.
LaSalle College High School, a Catholic independent college preparatory school for young men of varied backgrounds, is conducted in the tradition of St. Jean-Baptiste de La Salle. Through a broad and balanced human and Christian education, LaSalle guides each student in the development of his unique God-given talents and fosters a commitment to academic excellence, service, and leadership. LaSalle College High School is Pennsylvania's leading Catholic day school for boys and invites you to explore your curiosity, discover what inspires you, and choose your path. For more information, visit their website, lschc.org.
Co-op team continues to possess the puck in the offensive zone. No great scoring opportunities, just great zone pressure as the Cardinals now break it out. And that could go for an icing. It does not cross the line. So just in time to avoid the icing call. Nice hustle by the Cardinals as they keep the puck in the zone, looking to generate offensive pressure for the first time today as they have just 2 shots on net halfway through the first period, trailing 1-0. Because the co-op team on the breakout right now, 2-on-3, as there's a bit of a line change going on. They center it intercepted by the defense of the Cardinals. And you're right, Joe, I didn't think it was going to confuse me too much, but the Cardinals are wearing green.
It is. It throws you off.
With the co-op team wearing the red pants and the black shirt, and the Cardinals wearing
green and yellow.
Green and yellow of Notre Dame.
Yeah, but they do have a red cardinal on between their shoulder blades.
They do. They do. So I keep focusing on that. As the Cardinals dump it back into the offensive zone behind Fairfield co-op goalies Connor Zavori, the senior. Puck up against the near boards just out of our vision. Co-op takes it out, and they break out. If they hustle, they could have had a 2-on-1 if they hustle, but the puck jumped it. And there's a pass from number 17, Ryan Timon, the junior. Co-op does a nice job of keeping the puck in the zone. Fast-paced game, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first period. The Co-op team leads Bishop Guerin Cardinals 1-0. Here comes the Cardinals on a breakout the other way. Even strength numbers both ways, 3-on-3. Looking for a penalty, and they have a puck that just kind of trickled in, almost like a changeup, Joe, and little extracurricular activity.
Yeah, we got
there.
someone going out. I think number 23 is getting called here. And
so that'll be for the Co-op team.
For the Co-op team. We'll wait to see what they could call. They could call cross-check. Roughing. On, is that 23? And that would
That
be
is number 23.
Liam
yes.
Forrest got called for that one. So this is the first time Bishop Guerin is going on the power play. Let's see if they can put something together. They haven't really put any real good scoring chances together just yet. We'll see what they can do on the power play.
Yeah, being outshot unofficially.
Yes.
8-3, but the 3 shots generated by Guerin, not exactly of the difficult variety, but here's their great opportunity. This is what helped the Co-op team going on the power play, get them in position to go on the offensive.
Right.
We'll see what happens now with the Cardinals. Short-handed breakaway, number 17 coming in and alone, and a shot and a nice save.
Beautiful save. Oh, another big hit and another penalty. And did that knock out the glass?
If it did, I
the
think
glass
it
alone
did.
it did.
It's awfully clear.
What a,
Going to that door.
a massive hit. Number 2. Turn around, son. No, 8.
Number 8.
8 for Bishop Guerin. That is Jackson Levasseur is going up for another roughing call. And, well, now we got time, Kevin. Because
they're going to have to get the bull gang, right? To
if they have one here. And the fans are not happy. They want a little more than just a 2-minute roughing call.
They haven't put up anything
here.
on the
No,
board
not
yet.
yet.
As a matter of fact, he's not in, but you saw the arm go up. I thought I saw the arm go up.
Unless he tossed him out of the game.
Which is a possibility if you get or just a 10-minute misconduct.
Nope, they're opening up the door for.
But more important, do the refs even know that the glass is missing?
I don't know yet. Someone's going to have to tell them. The kid, there are 3 kids down there looking at it.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, we're missing something down here. They have opened up the penalty box door.
That's number 11.
Number
Joe.
11 that's for Bishop Guerin. That's Noah Cordero.
Sophomore.
He's in the box. We still have just 10 seconds have gone off on the other power play, and then when this happened, they're down talking to. The refs are down talking with the Co-op goalie, who's still in his net. And now he comes over to his bench, and now the ref is talking to our PA announcer to see what's going on. And now the refs are coming off the ice. At least one is. There's a person sticking his head through the glass down there.
That pretty much confirms it, Joe.
It got knocked out pretty good. That was a pretty big hit.
It was. I wonder if they're going to call
it down there.
You think they'll call elbowing on that? Hit from behind?
I'm not sure. They haven't actually.
It's a 5-minute major, Joe.
Okay. Kev, I'm going to take it. I'm taking it from here. You go talk to Pam to see what actually was called.
You got it.
And on who. And in the meantime, though, as we wait for, they do have another pane of glass, which is good news, to come out to be replaced right here. So that's a good thing for those watching on our video stream on OneSocketRadio.com, also on Facebook and Twitter and our other social media. Dave Richards is with us. He's getting a good shot as they're going to have to replace the glass here inside the Brother Adelard Arena after that big hit. And so Kevin is now coming back. He's got his information, and it's all correct. And so Kevin, what did you find out about this penalty?
Well, it's a 5-minute major for boarding and a game misconduct. And that is going to number 8, Jackson Levasseur.
So it looks like since he's not in the penalty box, game misconduct, is he out of the game?
He's out of the game, and that's why we saw number 11 in the penalty box, who is Noah Cordero.
Yep, he's going to serve the 5 minutes.
He'll serve the 5 minutes, but Joe, this is the interesting thing. Fairfield Co-op team can score as many goals as they want without the player coming out of the box now on a 5-minute major penalty. The game misconduct, I'll double check this for National Federation High School rules.
Can he play tomorrow if they win?
That's the big question. I don't know.
Wow.
In Massachusetts,
Yeah.
where I've done some games, they are, once you get kicked out of this game, you are kicked out of the next game too. I don't know if Massachusetts is going by National Federation of High School rules. I'm not on that, so we'll try and find that out for.
It's tough because Bishop Girton's from New Hampshire and Fairfield, the co-op team, is from Connecticut.
Right.
Playing in Rhode Island.
Playing in Rhode Island, exactly.
So whose rules do we go by?
Yeah, they're probably going by Rhode Island's rules with Mount
Yeah.
as the host team here, as they continue to try to fix the pane of glass. Joe,
So
they didn't
what-
have this problem with the chicken wire.
No, I remember those days with the chain link fence.
Chain link fence.
And I actually played here.
Yes.
When we had the chain link fence, and boy, you didn't get the good bounce
No,
off
you-
the puck off of that. Anyway, Kevin, you talked to some coaches before the game.
Yes.
And did you talk to Bishop Girton and to co-op, and how do they feel about this tournament, and what are they looking forward to?
Oh, they both love the tournament, both glad to be here. It's a relatively quick ride for them. They were happy about that. Hockey parents, as you know, they'll shuffle
travel
off
anywhere.
No pun intended, shuffle off to Buffalo.
Yeah.
They'll go up to Canada. Lake Placid, big spot for many of these kids. And what's the important thing about this tournament, Joe, is the landscape has changed since the days of Brian Lawton playing for Mount St. Charles and things like that. But these players are still high-level high school students that are looking to play junior hockey.
Okay.
Junior hockey is your next step towards playing collegiate hockey or professionally, either in the States, in Canada, or overseas. So many of these students, I was talking to the coaches beforehand, and they were kind of around their teammates, so they didn't get into specifics.
No,
But there
okay.
are several players on both teams that have high aspirations of playing some high
junior hockey?
juniors and get into maybe the D3 or potentially even D1 level of collegiate hockey. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. There really isn't a D2 hockey.
There isn't.
There's like 6 teams.
That's it, huh?
And that's it. And they kind of play their own. So you got Division 1 and you got Division 3, and there's only it's only about 50 teams, 50 to 60 teams, and there's not 365 teams like there is in NCAA basketball tournament.
Right.
In Division 1, then 2, and then 3. So to play college hockey, Division 1, Division 3, even a little bit of D2 is a coup for the
It
player.
is. It really is. I know because my son played high school hockey, and we looked at some Division III schools and talked to some coaches. He was up at Salem State University. They were a D3 school, and he asked him, how he played, and he told him, my son, he didn't start and like that. He's like, there's some guys here that are really good, and he goes, I don't want to shoot down your dreams, but it really doesn't look good, and that really woke him up. And so now he plays in a men's league, and he's having a great time.
So he's not getting up for the 6 a.m. list.
No,
he's not going running until 9. He's
there was
not going
none
to
of that.
class for 5 hours.
So they had to bring down another ladder. There's 2 guys working on the glass. The refs are holding the ladders steady for these guys that are working on the glass that are going to try to slide it into the stanchions, and to make sure it stays nice and firm. Makes you wonder how many panes of glass do they have in the back, because this came out of where the Zamboni doors were. Do they have more, just in case?
They have at least one.
Well, they have at least
Which
one.
is
We'll
good.
see
We should
how many more
mention-
they get. And,
Should mention referee number 20, Mike D. Pascal, and number 30, I believe, is PJ Goulet, are assigned to this game, and I believe the finals as well are doing
Okay.
a nice job of securing ladders on ice.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm not
Which
the
is tough.
steadiest of foot. I don't know. I'm not great on a ladder normally.
And look at this guy who's got 1 foot on the left ladder, 1 foot on the right ladder.
And I'm not, passing judgment, but this guy may have invented ice hockey, Joe.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is a second pane of glass they're putting in, a second pane of plexiglass. I don't know. Kevin, we're going to take our final break here in the period right now. There's 5:49 to go in the first period. Co-op team is leading 1-0 over Bishop Girton Cardinals. There was a 5-minute boarding major called, plus a game misconduct.
Yes.
Called on Bishop Girton. Who was that player, Kevin? That's out?
That was number 8, Jackson Lavassier, a senior defenseman, 6'3" out of Pepperell, Mass.
Yep, he did a major hit down behind the net, which knocked the glass out and upset the co-op team as well.
Yes.
But more from the Brother Adelon Arena on the campus of Mount St. Charles Academy. It is the Mount St. Charles Face-Off Tournament live on ON, AM, and FM.
Lincoln and North Smithfield Urgent Care Centers are Northern Rhode Island's modern comprehensive urgent cares devoted to the best family health care available. They have board-certified doctors on their staff who will make you feel safe, comfortable, and reassured, especially when you're in doubt and concerned about the severity of your discomfort. Both centers feature on-site labs and x-ray facilities, as well as drug screens, complete physicals, flu shots, occupational medicine, including workers' comp and free blood screening. North Smithfield Urgent Care, 594 Great Road, North Smithfield, 768-3400. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8 and Saturday 9 to 5. Lincoln Urgent Care, located across from Lincoln Mall, 333-9595. Open weekdays 9 to 9, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 5. You do have a choice.
And repairs have been made. And we're all set to go. We had about a 10-minute break there,
About
Kevin.
a 10-minute break. We're skating 4-on-4 for a minute 50, and then the co-op team will go on the power play. And there's a shot on net, and nice save by the Cardinals goalie. Nice shot on net, just to catch you up really quick. Alex Malillo scored on an assist from Ryan Flynn at 3:02 of the first period. That is our only score with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first period. 1-0 to Fairfield Co-op. So a little bit more open ice. This is what you'll see if a game goes into overtime for 5 minutes. 4-on-4 for a 5-minute overtime before you shoot out. 3-on-2 break here for the co-op. They come across the ice to pass just behind number 12, James Combe. And that you can hand pass it in your own zone, but not in the opposing zone.
Which is what he just did.
Yep, so Charlie Swanson let the puck go by. Bishop Garrett and Cardinals clear it. That
No
could
icing.
go for an ice. They
No,
waved
they
off
waved
the
it.
icing.
Yes, they did.
Agree with that call?
No. But
Neither do I.
That's me.
Exactly. Team still skating for a side for another 45 seconds or so. Number 12, James Combe, does a nice job of not going offside as he straddles the zone. The co-op team continues to pressure the zone. And here's a potential, almost a 2-on-1 break. We got another penalty coming up.
Another one?
Either that or as a hand pass, but where he put his arm up, it was in the neutral zone. And
Is he pointing at somebody?
it wouldn't have been offside, so maybe it's
No, it's coming outside the zone,
right, so-
outside the Bishop Girton zone. There is no penalty.
All right, I'll go with a hand pass then.
Okay.
35 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And then the co-op team will get a 3-minute and 10-second major power play.
Okay. Then they can score as much as they want,
As much as they
and
want.
they don't get the extra play. It doesn't come back.
Nope. And there's a breakout by the Cardinals. Good defense in the neutral zone as now the Cardinals do dump it in the zone. Everything's onside. Co-op team setting up behind their own net with 10 seconds to go. 4-on-4. They'll look to control the puck in the offensive zone as they gain the power play. Cardinals with just 5 seconds to go before they are shorthanded will then have the opportunity to ice the puck. Oh, there's a trickle in and a nice recovery by the Cardinals goalie, Braden King, as that puck went to his left and it kind of trickled back to his right.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of the crease, and he had to dive for that one
Yes.
to cover it up. But he got to it before the co-op team did. So, all right, we're on 5-on-4, Kev.
5-on-4 here for 3 minutes and 7 seconds. There's 3:56 to go in the period. Co-op team has yet another power play. And a great opportunity for the co-op team to extend their lead to 2-0.
They sure do. 3:55 to go in the first period.
Co-op team doing a fantastic job of winning the faceoffs, especially in the offensive zone.
Yes.
They have controlled the zone time. There's number 12 back to the defensive point. There's a shot and a save by King, Braden King, as he's seen a lot of the vulcanized rubber this period. And
That
there's
would
a
be
clear.
the puck, by the way.
Yes.
No icing there because they're shorthanded.
Correct. Almost a high sticking, not the penalty, just playing the puck with a high stick.
Yep.
But the puck did not hit the stick. So a potential 3-on-2 break here for the co-op team as they bring it in onside. Oh, he just kind of misfires, and the Cardinals are able to clear the puck down the other end of the zone. 2:20 to go on the power play for the co-op team from Fairfield, Connecticut. A mixture of two towns, Ludlow and Ward. Public high school, one of the few public high school teams, maybe the only one in this
I
tournament.
think it's the only one, Kevin. Yep. Everybody else is a private school.
And a great opportunity for them And the Cardinals clear the puck again. Now there's 2 minutes to go on the power play. Still a major power play as the Co-op brings it into the zone again. Good defense by the Cardinals. And cleared all the way. Cardinals actually going on the offensive a little bit before retracting back. And Joe, I think you mentioned it. They're used to playing shorthanded this period.
And the majority of the time, Bishop Girton has been down one player.
Yes. So, and only trail 1-0. So there's a couple of ways for them to look at this as we trick down towards 2 minutes to go in the period. 2:15, I'm sorry to say, in the penalty. The Co-op team still on the power play. And that puck is offside.
Still in football mode, huh?
Yes, I guess so. Tough to transition from the Thanksgiving game to the to the Christmas holiday tournament.
That's right. Well, we're lucky, Kevin. It's not raining on us this time round. We're very happy about that.
Last game we did over at Maycomber Stadium was a little drizzly that day, wasn't it?
A little. Wow. It was tough to see the field. It was so drizzly.
Because we were in one corner of the end, so we also have better seats than we did at Maycomber.
Yes, we do. Nice to be in the press box here.
Yes,
Brother
it is.
Adelot.
Puck cleared into the zone by the Co-op team as we are under 2 minutes to go in the period. A minute to go on the power play, and the Cardinals, number 23 for the Cardinals, racing after the puck. That's Cosmo Ciano. He had a goal in yesterday's game. Who went to take the body, and a nice play by number 10 of the Co-op team as he goes coast to coast. That's a great rush by Charlie Swanson, Joe.
Hit it off the crossbar. That almost went in. It was a nice coast-to-coast rush.
Built up a head of steam coming across the neutral zones and really made a nice move and hit the crossbar. Minute 20 to go in the period. 30 seconds on the power play. No goals on this particular power play. He'll tangle up at the blue line. The Co-op team brings it into the zone, and Bishop Girton Cardinals doing a nice job of clearing the zone. 15 seconds to go on the power play. A minute 5 to go in the period.
Co-op brings it out now from their zone. And there we go, 1 minute to go.
And Bishop Girton Cardinals, they'll be pleased if they're only down 1-0.
Sure.
Co-op team putting a ton of pressure on, trying to get the extend that lead to nothing.
model, Tasker Buick.
And the power play is up. There's 35 seconds to go in the period. No score on that power play. There's a wrist shot wide.
Customers continue to
Charlie
rave about
Swanson.
the wonderful experiences they have when they contact Countertops by Superior.
Put a little bit of pressure on as we get to the final 25 seconds to go in the period. Fairfield, Connecticut Co-op from Ludlow is leading 1-0 in the late stages here of the first period. Back to the point, left defense with a shot, and that trickles. It goes over the head. Braden King, the goalie. 5 seconds to go in the period, and the Bishop Girton Cardinals just looking to hold on here and go into the box, into intermission, down 1-0. They do not clean the ice.
No clearing the ice between the first and second periods, but Bishop Girton is really looking tired, Kevin, for lack of a better word, because they played most of the first period. They are down 1-0, but they played the majority of the first period down by one man.
Yeah.
With a 15-minute period, I would say they played about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say well over half, if not
Yeah.
2/3, like you mentioned. Coach Gary Bishop, I'm sure, will be having a quick conversation. This isn't the normal length of time in between periods, as they are not clearing the ice between the first and second period. But they'll have a little talk about that as we get ready to play the second period.
More from the Brother Adelot Arena. It is the Mount St. Charles Face-Off Tournament on ON, AM, and FM.
When you're a Mountie, you can be anything. At Mount St. Charles Academy, middle school and high school students are inspired to expand their talents and use their skills to serve others. Students benefit from award-winning academics, religious, and service-based learning, and take part in a wide variety of extracurricular activities, including competitive athletics, diverse clubs, and the fine and performing arts. Begin your Mount journey and apply today. Get started at mountstcharles.org.
And we're back here at the Brother Adelon Arena. And we're at the end of the first period. We're about to begin the second period. And the Fairfield Co-op team out of Connecticut is leading Bishop Girton out of Nashua, New Hampshire by a score of 1-0. The score could be a lot higher. That's kudos to the goalie for Bishop Girton, Braden King. How many shots did he face, Kevin?
Yeah, he saw 11 in shots. I had 12 unofficially.
Okay.
Pam had 11. She's the official.
Okay.
And Bishop Girton just generating 4 shots on net. We had the right combined number of shots. I had 12-3. She had 11-4.
All right,
so,
11-4.
11-4. But it seemed like he saw a lot of action.
Yes. So the players switch sides now. So
we
here
begin
we go.
the second period now. Yes, they switch sides, and here comes the Cardinals. So it looks like the ice is tilted towards from our left to right here, as the Cardinals are now putting some pressure, early second period pressure on the Fairfield Co-op goalie, Connor Zavery, whose name we have not mentioned as much as Braden King.
Not as much at all.
A mini breakout there. Would have been 1-on-3. Oh, he regains possession of the puck. Does number 20, Owen Gibbons.
Shoots it wide, though.
One of the sophomores on the team that has scored in this tournament already. Cardinals clearly coming out with an extra jump in their step here in the early part of the second period. But here comes the Co-op team back the other way. The number 9, Alex Malillo. He was broken up nicely by number 12, James Mantone. Nice job by the Co-op to keep it in the zone. Oh, they try to center it. Nobody home on the right side. Heavy hit and a lost stick by the Cardinals. Number 12, James Cohn, will reset up in his own zone as they dump it back in. Fairfield Co-op goes for a line change. Cardinals have a potential break here. Number 15 with the puck, Logan Vogel. Tried to make something out of nothing there. Doing a nice job of holding the puck in the zone. Co-op takes it away from him, and they break it out the other way. And they connect at the blue line. And just kind of like a lot of ping pong going on here,
Back and forth, a lot of stuff in the neutral zone, too.
Right. No shots recorded yet this period. 13 minutes to go in this period. We're just 2 minutes in, almost. No penalties yet, Joe, in this period.
Not yet. Hey, how about that?
Oh, and he skated into his own player.
Put him offside.
Forcing number 16 of the Cardinals offside, John Mantone, who got one of the goals yesterday as well. Senior.
13:05 to go in the second period, and Bishop Girton playing much better at the start of the second period. They got the puck in their offensive zone much more. They just haven't been able to set up to get a good scoring opportunity.
But they're skating a lot better, a lot more step, a lot more jump in their step. Nice job keeping it in. Oh, they drop it behind the line. Look at the center of the puck. Gets it back as a diving play by the Co-op team. Does not let that pass connect. And there's a shot wide of Connor Zavery. Co-op looking to control things in their own zone. Tries to backhand out of the zone. Does not get it out. Cardinals keep it in. Again, they try to center it. Does not get to the goalie, Zavery. Right winger has it, trying to position himself, looking for some help, maybe back at the point. Cuts back in. Number 16 with the shot.
But it goes wide.
John Mantone with the shot wide of the net. Nice cut back there. And there's a shot from the point by number 5, Austin Abbott.
Good, nice shot from just inside the blue line. Good low wrist shot, but the goalie for Fairfield saw it all the way, Connor Zavery, and was able to make the stop and tie it up. And we have another faceoff coming to the left of the Co-op goalie.
First shot on net for either team. 3 minutes and 45 seconds into the period. Sorry, 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the period. And again, I think this ice is a little bit tilted, Joe. It's all the action has been to our right now as the Bishop Girton Cardinals are skating left to right across your radio dial.
Right.
Wearing their green and yellow uniforms. Call that a shot?
Tough to tell. The puck was flipped up on the side of the net, and Zavery came out with his glove, just snagged it out of the air to tie it up for another face-off. So would it have gone in if he wasn't there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But he just grabbed it anyway, just to make sure.
As Cosmo Ciano, senior from Billerica, Mass, scored yesterday. Cardinals doing a nice job of winning the face-off so far in the early part of the second period. And that's going to go for an icing.
It should, yes, all the way down like that. It's high school hockey. It is the Mount St. Charles Face-Off Tournament. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us here on ON, AM, and FM in Northern Rhode Island. And if you're checking in on our video streams, hello to you as well. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. 7 states represented in this tournament. Co-op team breaks the other way, and that's their first shot on net, and a nice save by Braden King. First save of the period.
Yep, he had the short side completely covered on the post, and it was shot right into his chest, and he was able to secure it, tie it up.
Coach Gary Bishop of the Bishop Garrett Cardinals, Braden King out of Milford, New Hampshire, is his goalie. He's been the starting goalie every game so far this year.
And he's a junior.
And he's just a junior. Mm-hmm. Ooh, looked like he was going to turn around, try to do a little quick wraparound on the short side, and now there's another whistle as a net dislodged.
I thought he was pointing at someone for a penalty, and I didn't see it. But the left post came off its moorings, for lack of a better word.
I was looking, looking on the side as well for a penalty. Yeah. Did not see it.
But now the face-off comes outside the zone.
They might have gone by who touched the puck last when they blew the whistle, so not to give an unfair advantage.
Okay.
So the co-op team does a nice job keeping the puck in the net, and then a quick turnaround shot and a save by King. Mm-hmm. Second shot of the period, 13th of the game for the co-op team as they lead 1-0 with 11:14 to go in the second period. The co-op team is starting to put a little more energy themselves as they staved off the onslaught of the Cardinals to start the second period. And there's a quick turnaround and a save by actually the defenseman, I believe, on that. That was Austin Abbott. Kind of made that save. Never really got to King. Again, the co-op team does a nice job keeping the puck in the zone. Ooh, they tried to send Tim Kiley on a breakaway and just missed him. Joe, he had almost had a breakaway.
He would have had one, but they just couldn't get it to him in time.
Cardinals having a tough time clearing the zone. Give credit to the co-op team. Almost got caught with too many men on the ice. There's a shot high over the net, over the head of King. That leads to a transition breakout for the Cardinals the other way. Going left to right, and two guys tumble. I think we got a penalty coming. They're going to call a penalty. Would you go with an interference on that?
It could be. I think they're calling it on Bishop Girton here. Yep, he's the one getting up and heading to the box. 23 for Bishop Girton. That would be Cosmo Ciano gets the penalty. More from the Mount St. Charles Federal Face-Off Tournament here at the Brother Adelot Arena. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, it's another 2-minute penalty. That goes up. 10:14 to go.
Officially a cross-check, Joe.
Was it a cross-check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what they called on that. So that'll give the co-op yet another power play, looking to extend their lead. They already lead 1-0 as they now skate right to left across your radio dial, across your TV screen. There's a shot. Open net. Score!
Nice shot.
Number 17, Ryan Timone, the junior forward with a goal. Power play.
Almost identical to the first goal. Had the wide open net when he got the puck, and was the goalie was not able to recover, was able to come right back in.
They take the 2-0 lead. Joe, did you see who had that assist on the right side?
I did not.
Excellent. We'll get that for you. I'll try and get that at our next commercial break.
All right.
We'll grab that. But more importantly, the Fairfield Co-op team takes a 2-0 lead with a second power play goal of the game. That one by Ryan Timone at 4:53 of the second period. In a wide open net, Joe. He couldn't miss.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have when I played, but I wasn't very good.
Well, you were left-handed. That's why.
Well, I shot right. See, I was confused. Throw left, that right. That was just a mess. I was joking with some people yesterday, Joe. I can remember all my goals. They were scored at this rink. I can remember all 2 of them.
Wow.
Not everybody can say they remember all of them.
Not all of them, that's right.
There's a heavy hit, almost a frustration hit by the Cardinals. Number 15, not penalized for it. That was Logan Vogel, and the Cardinals have to be careful not to take any bad penalties. They need to get back in the game with a shot on net there.
Absolutely. It was a nice tie-up by the co-op goalie. That would be Xavier. As he's catching things out of the air. They're getting a lot more shots on Xavier in the second period than they did in the first period. That's good to see from from Bishop Girton.
Yes, again, more of an even period right now, but the co-op team has scored, and more importantly,
Right.
they lead 2-0. Here comes the Cardinals back, winning the face-off in the offensive zone. Something that they'll need to improve on if they want to get back in this game as they trail 2-0, 9:18 to go in the second period.
Puck still in the co-op zone. Bishop Girton on the attack.
They pinch it deep. They got 3 guys. Now they got 2 behind the goal. And a lost stick. He tries to kick it free. Does not. Nobody in front, so they trail it, go behind the net. Fighting for the puck for the Cardinals is number 7, Isaac Adaraga. Forward from Dunstable, Mass.
It's on the Cape, isn't it?
So,
Wow.
moving from Rhode Island to Mass, Joe, there's a lot of Mass towns. I knew all 12 Rhode Island towns. There's a shot from the point. Doesn't make it all the way to King, and it gets cleared into a co-op player who had fallen down.
Fell behind the net. Yeah.
The co-op team hurry up and clears the zone. No offside. And King fired the puck into his own defensive player. That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, luckily the puck went beside the net, not into it.
Exactly. There's the puck in net. The goalie King wanted an icing. The referees disagreed. No icing call. And the co-op team's putting pressure on the Cardinals, trying to increase their lead from 2-0 to 3-0, putting the pressure on. Again, starting to control the zone like they did so much in the first period. Cardinals are going to have to reach down to try and get that spring back in their step if they want to get back in this game. As they clear the zone, 7:55 to go in the second period. The co-op team out of Fairfield, Connecticut, leads 2-0. And that go for icing?
Looks like that's icing on that one. As the puck went behind the goal line, behind the co-op team. And so they bring the puck all the way back to the Bishop Girton side. It is 7:47 to go in the second period. 2-0 co-op leads. They will clear the ice between the second and third period and give the kids a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, give the kids a rest. And I just see a tweet from yesterday's game. There's a quick shot by the co-op team, number 28 on that. 23, Liam Forrest, I believe, had that shot.
What was the tweet?
The tweet was after the second period. And here comes the Zamboni, much needed.
Yeah, all right.
Here's a shot by Bishop Garrett on Connor Zavori. Kind of an easy save there by Zavori, as he has not been tested in the last few minutes. Both teams skating 5 aside here, 2-0 in the second period in favor of the co-op. Cardinals putting a little bit of pressure on there, but not too much. Co-op team skates out. No, not too many odd man rushes this game. Just opportunistic offense on 2 power play goals by the co-op team.
Okay. A lot more even on shots this period too, Kevin.
Yeah, I have it at 3-3 this period, but I think it's more than that.
Well, that was a quick whistle. I didn't see the puck being covered up. It did eventually get covered up by King.
Joe, I think the net came off its moorings again.
Yeah. Oh, okay, maybe that's what they were calling, because that puck was still free.
That was definitely free when he blew that whistle, and there's no penalty, but the net was off.
Okay.
We've had some problems with the left side of that net down that end of the ice. Co-op team wins the face-off, keeps it in the zone. Cardinals looking to clear the zone. Fairfield co-op putting the pressure on. They get it back to the right point, and a quick wrist shot, but kind of a slap shot. It was broken up. And 3-on-2 if they hustle. Here's a quick shot by number 11, and broken free, and a score by the Bishop Garrett Cardinals, Zachary Greer.
Another open net
It's the
that he
same
was able to shoot right at. They had the initial shot saved by Xavier, but it kicked right out to who scored the goal?
Zachary Greer.
Kicked right out to him as he was coming down the slot. He had the wide open net on the right side, bangs it right in. That makes it 2-1 co-op over Bishop Girton with 6:47 to go in the second period.
Yeah, at the 8:13 mark, just over the halfway point of the game, and in a semifinal game no less. That's exactly what the Cardinals needed. Big save by Connor Zavoy, but the rebound went right to Zachary King Greer, and he got the goal. Zachary Greer, just a freshman, Joe, from Milford, New Hampshire. 2-1 here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the period. And a break for the Fairfield Co-op as they're trying to answer quickly with a goal of their own as they're in the offensive zone
Customers
of the Cardinals.
continue to rave about the wonderful experiences they have when they contact Countertop.
Back to the point. There's a wrist shot and a save by Braden King. So I got the shots 4-4, but again, I think I'm missing a few.
Missing some, okay.
on this period, so we'll
But
check
it's a lot
right
more
here.
even, like we said, than the first period.
Right. And the score 2-1 now, setting up for an interesting and exciting second half of the game. Co-op wins the faceoff, keeps the puck in the zone up against the near boards, and there's a shot, does not make it to the goalie King, and steered wide by the defense. And there's a kind of a short side pass shot, and no goal there as they continue to work along the near boards. Now the Cardinals break it out, kind of a 1-on-3, 2-on-3 breakout.
Oh, we got a penalty again.
Little interference though in the corner.
We'll have to see. Is that 4 going to the box for Bishop Girton? Yes, it is. That Mike Ponto calling an elbowing.
Elbowing, okay.
All right, more from Brother Adelard Arena coming up. Stay tuned.
Car accidents are the worst, but they do happen. And if it happens to you, then you need to get that vehicle to Cody's Auto Body of North Smithfield. Since 1969, Mike and the staff of Cody's Auto Body has been your collision repair specialist. And after the repair is done, Cody's will finish the job with expert auto painting to match the rest of your car. So if the worst happens, bring your car to Cody's Auto Body across the street from the North Smithfield Fire Station on St. Paul Street, North Smithfield.
And a shot on net by the Co-op and a save by King, and the Cardinals are able to clear the zone as the Fairfield Co-op team goes on the power play. They have 2 power play goals, and that was cleared into the stands. I do not think that's a delay of game penalty like it would be in the NHL.
Yeah, they're not calling that. They're just looking for another puck.
Right, exactly.
And then and a fan threw it back. So that's very nice.
Well,
of them.
that's nice. no keeping of the puck.
No. But the refs weren't looking for it.
No, that's weird, yeah.
But it just kind of showed it back up on the ice. So thank you very much. We have to be careful up here too, Kevin. We could get a puck up here.
That's
There's
right.
no glass in front of us.
No glass. They get your waffle out, Joe.
Yeah, I left it in the car.
Okay. A minute 35 to go on the power play for the Co-op team, who has 2 power play goals to their credit already. They lead 2-1 with 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the second period. And that's going to be offside. Ooh,
No,
I thought
it's
that was
not.
offside. Thought he kind of jumped into the zone early. Referees thought differently. Back to the zone. Co-op setting up. Good patience. Number 10 with the shot. Charlie Swanson with the shot that kind of trickled into the goalie. Have an easy save by by Braden King. Sorry.
All right.
Back to the left point. Controlling the puck. 55 seconds to go on the power play. He leaves it for Swanson. Swanson at the left point. Kind of playing catch or whatever. Back over to the right faceoff circle. And there's a pass in front and a just missed by number 9, Alex Maiello.
He had an open net, Kevin.
He did. And they're trying for a shorthanded bid. Nice defense back the other way. Co-op could turn this around into some transition. They do. They have a 3-on-2 break. It's the line of Flynn and Maiello, but that was broken up by the Cardinals, and they are able to clear the zone. No icing with 20 seconds to go on the power play and 4 minutes to go in the second period. Fairfield Co-op 2, Bishop Garrett Cardinals nothing, getting into the late stages of the second period.
2-1, Kevin.
2-1. Sorry, thank you. I was rolling there too, Joe. Some extracurricular behind the play. No penalty called, but 2 players down, 1 from each team.
They're up. They're back in the play.
Back in, and the power play is over. So no power play goal there, but Fairfield Co-op stays on the attack, and that's going to go for an icing.
It's the Mount St. Charles Face-Off Tournament, live from Brother Adelard Arena on ON Radio. So the puck comes all the way back down for another face-off.
Yep, with 3:29 to go in the second period, the Co-op team leading 2-1, getting to be the late stages of the second period. And that puck kind of deflects and goes out into what was the old chicken wire. That was replaced back in 2016. So from 1963 to 2016, they had fencing behind that was now replaced by plexiglass. And because of that, we had to replace some of the plexiglass earlier in the
It
first
broke.
period.
That's right.
And there's a puck off the ceiling. I think that was deflected high and up off the ceiling. Let's see
So
if
what's the call?
Yeah, I was
Dead
going to say
puck?
dead puck. We'll see if the puck comes out of the zone or not.
Nope.
So the dimensions of this rink are 165 by 82 and a half. I believe is the dimensions that we're looking at. 183 by 82 and a half.
Okay.
Short rinks. Think of the old Boston Garden, the old Odd in Buffalo.
That's up into the net off the face-off, so another face-off coming to the left of King for the Bishop Girton goalie.
The last 30 seconds, we have had more pucks out of the arena than in the arena.
Yeah.
3:18 to go in the second period. Fairfield Co-op 2, Bishop Garrett Cardinals 1. The Co-op maintains definitely have had the edge on the face-offs in this game. A little bit more even in the second period, but overall in the game, Co-op team has definitely won more face-offs. This could be a breakaway here, a breakout for the Bishop Garrett Cardinals. Hustling back is the Fairfield Co-op, taking away any potential breakaways or 2-on-1 breaks. Cardinals continue to fight in the left-hand corner. And a turnaround shot wide of Connor Zavori. Not a hard shot either. He probably would have made the save.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah.
No tripping there. He just kind of, there was a stick. He tripped over it, but no one was holding
No
on
one
to the
had
stick.
it, yeah.
Co-op dumps it back in the zone, looking for someone in front. No one home there. The Cardinals got everybody back on defense, and here comes the Co-op on a line change. The Cardinals take advantage, good patience there, and that probably would have gone for icing.
Yes.
But played by the Co-op captain, number 6, Noah Kingsley. And that's going to go, they cleared the zone, so it's not offside, a delayed offside. Best rule they ever put in was the delayed offside.
That is the best.
Keep the flow of the game going. Enough whistles as it is.
Yep.
No hand pass there as it went to the other team. The Cardinals try to break it in as they go deep into the left-hand zone. Cardinals looking for any sort of offense and bouncing puck late in the second period. You got a lot more snowy conditions, not the fresh sheet of ice that's coming in about 10 or 15
That's
real
right,
minutes.
yeah. Makes the puck do crazy things sometimes.
Yep. The hops on snow right now in the late stages. Slows the pace of the game down, too. Minute 25 to go. Nice hit along the boards. No penalty. Cardinals setting up behind their own net, looking to rush it out in late stages of the period. They find somebody on the left wing, and here he comes down the left side, kind of a self-pass off the boards, rides past his defenseman off the boards. He's looking for someone in front. Center is in front, but broken up by the defense of the Co-op team, and they get back, and good defense there, good positional defense by the Co-op.
Excellent, excellent. Following the guy all the way around the back of the net.
And with a minute 1 to go in the second period, it is 2-1 as there is an icing call against the Co-op team.
So they'll bring it on back.
Sorry, against the Bishop Garrett Cardinal team.
Who do we got in the second game, Kevin?
You're putting me on the spot.
On the spot.
St. Joseph's of St. Joseph,
Buffalo.
Buffalo in New York, and they'll be playing off
The other Fairfield team.
Yes, Fairfield Prep.
Fairfield
Thank
Prep.
you. Also out of Connecticut. I'm focused on this one, Joe.
Okay.
I got to get my
Okay.
notes up here for the second game. But no, they had to switch to St. Joseph's schedule because of the blizzard.
That's right. At least they got here.
They got here, yeah. They were originally supposed to play the 8 o'clock game last night against Mount, and they got out early, and they moved them to the earlier game, I believe. Or the other way around.
Other way around.
The other way around. They were supposed to play the early game. They said, all right, we can give you an extra 4 hours if you can get here.
Yeah. And they did.
And they did. 43 seconds to go in the second period. Co-op wins the face-off in the offensive zone. And they center it to the right wing. The nice job of keeping it in the zone. But now, breaking out is the Cardinals. They had somebody all alone on the right wing. They could not connect with John Mantone, the senior, standing all alone on the right side. He would have had a breakaway if they saw him. Cardinals cannot keep it in. And this could be a breakout. Here comes number 10 for Fairfield post stop. And we may. That was
Could be a penalty
Charlie
shot.
Swanson. I'm thinking we may see a penalty shot here, Joe, with 15.5 seconds to go in the second period.
No, he didn't. Now, the ref didn't point, but he did put his arms over his head and crossed his wrists. And I don't know what that call is. Is that
Stay on
interference?
top of your vehicle's maintenance.
And it might
Stay
just
on
be But you know what, Joe? I think they're going to go with a penalty shot.
Yep, both teams have gone to that bench.
Yes.
And that is what they're calling. Okay.
So with 15.5 seconds.
Customers continue to rave about the wonderful experience.
And we'll get what that official who that penalty was on in a minute, but this will officially be a power play goal, and that's number 18 for the co-op team, Ryan Flynn. Sorry, number 10, Charlie Swanson, in alone in a shot and a score, and a wrist shot over the left shoulder of Braden King. So a score by number 10, Charlie Swanson, the senior forward, increases the lead to 3-1.
Excellent penalty shot by Charlie Swanson. Came in, had a nice fake, and had the goalie King for Bishop Girton moving to his right, and then he just flipped it past his left shoulder right into the upper corner for the third goal for the co-op team. 3-1 with 15 seconds to go.
And that can be demoralizing for Bishop Guerin, playing a much better second period than first period, and now it looks like they're going to go into the second period intermission down 3-1. Definitely not insurmountable, but just kind of a little heartbreaking.
Right.
Good composure there by Charlie Swanson late in the second period on the penalty shot, and that should just about do it, and does.
So after 2, the score is Fairfield Co-op 3 and the Bishop Girton Cardinals 1. It is the Mount St. Charles Holiday Face-Off Tournament from Brother Adelard Arena.
Fairfield College Preparatory School is a Jesuit Catholic school of excellence in Connecticut, which transforms young men to be innovative, be creative, and be men for others. Fairfield Prep offers a rigorous academic program for boys in 9th through 12th grade with an outstanding record of college acceptances, as well as a full slate of sports and activities. In a faith and mission-based community, Prep students develop their relationship with God and one another. Choose Prep and be ignited.
A new garage door can have a major effect on the appearance of your property. When you're ready, call Andy Bebo at Woonsocket Door Sales, in business since 1935. Woonsocket Door Sales installs and repairs all makes of doors and openers, as well as broken springs and cables. Service includes installation and free disposal of the old door. Woonsocket Door Sales, 767-3448. Office located at 1 Biltmore Avenue, Cumberland. Reputation is important.
It is the Mount St. Charles Holiday Face-Off Tournament here on WOON Woonsocket Radio. I'm Joe Callahan along with Kevin Callahan. We're at the end of the second period. They're clearing ice here at the Brother Adelard Arena. The Fairfield Co-op team leads the Bishop Girton Cardinals by a score of 3-1. How many shots on net do we have in the second period, Kevin?
Fairfield Co-op with 9 on that period for a 2-period total of 20. Bishop Garrison with 5, but it seemed like more,
Did seem like
at the
more.
beginning, for a 2-period total of 9. So Fairfield Co-op 20-9 on shots on net, and they lead 3-1. Officially, that penalty against the Bishop Garrison Cardinals was to Colin Rourke, senior defenseman, and they officially called tripping.
Tripping, okay.
That's what led to the penalty shot scored by Charlie Swanson at the 14:45 mark of the third period.
All right, we want to thank Dave Richards. He is here with us as well. He's pointing the camera and making all the technical stuff work. And the one thing we want to play right now, and this is for the people that are watching on our Facebook page and also on our website, is we have a little 1-minute video from Fairfield Preparatory School out of Fairfield, Connecticut. So let's play that now, Dave.